Have you wondered if it's possible to make a powerful first impression without even saying a single word? Picture this. You step into a room, and almost instantly, you catch everyone's attention. Heads turn, whispers start. Who is that? Can you introduce me? That, my friends, is the undeniable power of smelling good. My goal with this video, to help you not just smell good, but to make and leave a lasting first impression that commands admiration and respect, all without saying a single word. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this point. A while back, I invited a girl I had known for a while to join me for dinner at a nice restaurant. It was a date. I got there early, checked in with the waiter, and was escorted to our table. A short while later, she arrived, finding her way to the table on her own. Curious, I asked her how she managed to find me so quickly in the bustling restaurant. She told me that from the very first time we met, my unique scent had made an impression on her. So much so that upon entering the restaurant, she simply followed the familiar fragrance to my table. Needless to say, the date went well. I only shared this story with you to let you know that once you make an effort to smell better, everyone around you will notice and start treating you differently. When you put in that extra effort to smell better, believe me, it doesn't go unnoticed. People around you start seeing you in a new light. I've told you why you should smell good. Now let me describe exactly how. Tip number 1. Master the basics. Before we dive into the more nuanced aspects of smelling good, let's get the fundamentals down pat. These are non-negotiables, the foundation upon which everything else is built. Shower daily with body wash or soap, making sure to scrub everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Wash your hair with shampoo no more than twice a week. Brush your teeth at least twice a day with an electric toothbrush. Floss at least once a day. Use underarm deodorant like Old Spice, Dove, or Degree. Use cologne. More on this later. By the way, my recommendations for all these products are in the description. Just as a house needs a solid foundation to stand strong and withstand the elements, your journey to smelling better starts with the fundamental practices of hygiene. Without these, no amount of cologne or sophisticated strategies will work. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on sand. No matter how impressive it looks, it'll eventually crumble if the foundation is not solid. By adhering to these daily essentials, you're setting up a sturdy groundwork, ensuring that everything you build on top, be it colognes or other scent products, will only enhance and complement, rather than attempt to cover up. This approach will not only elevate your scent game above 99% of men, but also mirrors the importance of solid foundations in achieving success across all aspects of life. Now that we've covered the daily essentials, let's address a specific detail that's often overlooked but equally crucial for freshness: your tongue. Tip number 2, clean your tongue at least once a day. How many of you are aware that a leading cause of bad breath, or halitosis, is actually due to bacteria residing on your tongue? You might be diligent about brushing your teeth 3 times a day and using mouthwash regularly, but if you're skipping cleaning your tongue, you're missing a crucial step. The reality is, a lot of the bacteria responsible for bad breath make their home on your tongue, in the white stuff on your tongue. Brushing or scraping your tongue is one of the most effective ways to eliminate bad breath. This simple addition to your daily routine doesn't just remove bacteria, it attacks the primary source of bad breath head-on. This easy, yet often overlooked practice can significantly impact your oral hygiene and ensure your breath is fresh, making every conversation more pleasant for everyone involved. Speaking of freshness, maintaining it isn't just about oral care. This next tip plays a key role in keeping bad breath at bay. Tip number 3, make sure you are drinking water and are constantly hydrated. One of the sneakiest villains in the battle for smelling good is dry mouth, which leads to bad breath. That's right, staying hydrated isn't just about quenching your thirst or keeping your body functioning optimally. It's also a critical strategy in the battle against those odor-causing villains lurking in your mouth. Hydration helps, but for immediate freshness, especially after meals or before meetings, there's another essential tool to keep with you. Tip number 4, always carry gum with you. Always. And I mean always carry gum with you. Literally, do not leave your home without it. Whether you're about to meet someone important or just finished a garlic-heavy lunch, a piece of gum can save the day. It's like a reset button for your mouth, ensuring you're always ready to make a great impression. And here's a little trick with huge impact: sharing a piece of gum. It's not just about freshening up, it's a social power move. Offering a piece of gum can break the ice faster than you can say minty fresh. This simple gesture says, I'm considerate, prepared, and care about making a good impression. Plus, it's an easy way to start a conversation or connect with someone, whether you're in a meeting, on a date, or just hanging out with friends. In the world of social interactions, a piece of gum can be your best ally. Do not sleep on this tip, guys. Aside from mastering the fundamentals and cleaning your tongue, this is my favorite tip because of how much it can do for you. So that's it. The protocols I've provided should get you most of the way there to smelling outstanding and getting your scent to a place where you are more comfortable and projecting confidence. But I've included an additional 3 tips that will help catapult you even further, helping you stand head and shoulders above everyone else. If you've made it this far, then you really care about yourself. So keep doing yourself a favor and subscribe for more of my content that will help change your life. Tip number 5. Bonus tip. Figure out what you want your signature scent to be. Finding your signature scent isn't just about smelling good. It's about making a statement. Experiment, explore, and once you find that perfect fragrance, make it your secret trademark. Your scent has the power to walk into the room before you do, whispering tales of your sophistication and allure. Of all the tips, this one has worked for me and my friends the best. Guys, you have to realize that girls remember what you smell like. A signature scent has the remarkable ability to leave a lasting impression, creating a sense of familiarity and positive association. It's not just about being remembered, it's about being recalled with fondness. A whisper of your essence lingering long after you're gone. I'll let you guys in on a secret. Anything from Le Labo is great. Bleu de Chanel is excellent, and if you're on a budget, Dossier has clothes or replicas of the expensive brands, but for much cheaper, with very similar scent profiles. The only issue with them is they don't last too long. But my next tip will help with this. Finding your signature scent is a game changer, but making it last throughout the day requires a little insider knowledge. Tip number 6. Bonus tip. A bit of moisturizer or Vaseline on pulse points will make cologne last longer. Everyone knows you should apply your cologne on pulse points, the most common ones being your neck, the front and back, and your wrists. But how do you make it last longer on said pulse points? A dab of moisturizer or Vaseline on your pulse points before spraying your fragrance on it will lock it in for the long haul. Think of your skin like a sponge that soaks up water. When you put cologne on, you want it to stay on the surface so you can smell good longer, right? But sometimes your skin soaks it up too fast and the smell goes away quickly. Now, imagine using a little bit of lotion or Vaseline as a magic shield. This magic shield keeps the cologne from getting soaked up. This way, the cologne stays on your skin longer, and you keep smelling awesome throughout the day. I personally rub a very small amount of Vaseline on the front of my neck and the back before applying my cologne, and I'm not kidding when I say this, it makes my cologne last at least 2 times longer. Colognes that normally would be okay for 4 to 6 hours last the entire day, and in some cases, I am even waking up and smelling it. But while a lasting signature scent sets you apart, maintaining the freshness of your environment is equally as important. Leading us to our next tip. Tip number 7. Bonus tip. How your environment smells matters. Replace towels every week. Replace bed sheets every 2 weeks. Smell check your clothes. Finally, the foundation of all good scents, cleanliness. Have you ever met someone and noticed they have a funky smell? And then you go to hang out at their house and you realize, wow, they smell exactly like their house. And that is not a good thing. Remember earlier I said that the skin is really good at absorbing things? It is also really good at absorbing the smells and scents of your environment. So at home, you want to create a sanctuary of cleanliness and freshness. Replace your towels every week and your bed sheets every 2 weeks. It's not just about hygiene. It's about creating a cloud of clean, inviting scents, a place where your signature fragrance can mingle with the crispness of fresh linen. It's the ultimate backdrop for your scent story. Plus, remember that we spend a third of our lives sleeping, so it should make sense why we need to prioritize freshness and cleanliness on our beds. And finally, always double check how your clothes smell after you've worn them. Imagine you're a detective. But instead of solving mysteries, your mission is to sniff out any sneaky smells on your clothes. After you've worn your clothes, it's likely they've been on their own little adventure, and sometimes they pick up odors along the way. You don't always have to throw your clothes into the washing machine after every adventure, because washing them too much can make them old and worn out. Kind of like how your favorite book's pages might tear if you flip through them too many times. But you still want to keep your clothes smelling fresh, right? So here's what you do. At the end of the day, preferably, or week, play detective with the clothes you wore. Check them out one by one, giving them a good sniff test. You're looking to make sure they at least don't smell bad. They should smell like, well, nothing. That's your goal. If they pass the test, they're ready for another adventure. If not, it's time to figure out a way to freshen them up with either a fabric freshener, link in the description, or the washing machine. This way, you're keeping your clothes in top shape, ready for their next mission, and making sure you always step out smelling like a hero. And there you have it. Now you know how to smell good and how to set yourself apart and command respect through the subtle art of scent. But there's something I didn't tell you guys. Everything I've told you about smelling good is completely useless if you don't also make an effort to look good too. That's why I made a video helping you to master skincare to achieve healthy, glowing, attractive skin. You can click on the video over here. Remember, smelling good and looking good isn't just about pleasing others. It's about presenting the best version of yourself to the world. Here's to not just smelling good, but feeling great and making every moment count.